And we're live. It's episode 39. We're live from Atlanta and Detroit. The Everybody Mad, the live podcast. It's Thursday, February the 11th, 2021. It's still Black History, thus the colors and things. Day 22 of the Biden administration, and also 3 days, Kenya, until Valentine's Day. Good evening, it's Said Lover. Welcome to the show.
What's happening? I'm Kenya Kaveen. Thank you so much for checking out the Everybody Mad live podcast. We got a great show lined up for you. We got a special guest, my girl Nina, nationally syndicated radio personality. She's going to be joining us for a dope discussion on the pros and cons of social media. Plus, we're going to be talking about Gorilla Glue. Seems that she had her surgery yesterday. We're going to be talking about impeachment trial.
Nice little update.
You said what?
I said nice little update on her because she's been going. 2021 has not been Gorilla Glue Girl year because that glue been in her hair since January. It's already Black History Month.
She looked like just hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Don't she?
Yeah, she do. She do. She done had a bad year. We're also going to be talking about a possible verses that we all want to see, but we wonder how they going to do it. The Tupac and Biggie verses. We'll talk about that. And also the other guy in that, we're going to talk about Lauren London and Diddy and all that good stuff. So we got a nice little show ahead of us. Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, I had a good week. I've had a good weekend. Last weekend was pretty good. It was real chill and had a real good week, very productive week. Trying to get some things together down here in the A. So everything's good, man. And trying to move so I won't catch COVID again, bro, in these LA streets.
Right, I'm hearing people can catch it twice. So like that's the other thing too is we postponed my birthday trip from last week, but I'm looking forward to kind of getting down there at some point. But like I'm gonna have my vaccine some point in Black History Month. I'm gonna get that vaccine because I'm so tired and cooped up. You know, we ain't had a trip since last birthday trip, so I'm really ready to get out and just kind of begin to live life because this is the pits. It's the pits.
I know it is. So now, what do you all say like when you see people like, you know, moving in Atlanta? I don't know if we've discussed this or not, but like, are you thinking to yourself like them mofos down there, like they just having fun and all this kind of stuff? I hope they catch COVID. I mean, like, what's your thought process with that?
Well, I wouldn't wish COVID on anybody, but like it is frustrating because like part of getting through this pandemic is that like we all have to think as a group. We got to think collectively. We got to move as a group, and certain things you got to do. It ain't because of you. It ain't because like about your own personal preferences. It's about doing it for the whole good. And this whole pandemic has been about making a sacrifice here so that the greater good, we all can start doing some stuff. So that's what we're thinking. And then too, you know, we got hit hard early. Detroit got hit hard early, but we're thinking, all right, so if we all do our part, if we're all wearing our masks, if we're all social distancing, if we're all just chilling out, foregoing those vacations and just chilling out for a minute, then we'll get back to normal. Thing is, like, nobody chilled out until we got to normal. So it's like we never had that shutdown and never got to that thing. So meanwhile, we're thinking we're doing the right thing and foregoing and making sacrifices, and ain't nobody else doing the same thing. So it's like it's almost like it feel like we wasted our year because y'all down in Atlanta was not doing that, and y'all down in Florida wasn't doing nothing. So it's like, hey, I thought we all was sacrificing. Why y'all ain't sacrificing?
Right.
Y'all sacrifice.
Yeah, because I mean, I have friends that are out in LA and they see like pictures of what's popping in Atlanta and everybody's at the club having a good time. We're going to talk about what went down for Super Bowl weekend in Tampa because it was lit down there. I mean, like it was on swole. And, you know, of course, you know, people, they were like, COVID, what? You know, so so it's just, you know, like, but they when they see, you know, what's going on, they're like, they just can't really fathom, you know, just living life like that. You know what I mean? When they're like cooped up in their homes. Yeah,
we're the same way. It's like, well, some people mention, but even if we weren't that same way, it's the fact that our government has placed limits on stuff that is even able to be open. So just like in LA, like they got a complete shutdown because they're way worse now. But we were to that point. We're still, restaurants can't open no more than 25% on the inside, still in Michigan. Wow. So and I know y'all in Georgia never went to that point. You know what I'm saying? But that's where we still are. We just opened restaurants back up on the indoor dining on February 1st. So we've been shut down since November. Yeah. Shouts out to Michael McKenzie watching the show and everybody joining us on the show. Everybody, man. We got a couple things too. Please help us out. share some black voices. We're a black voice. I think I'm black. King is black too. You know what I'm saying? So please share us, like or subscribe us, or wherever you are. Or also, you might be checking us out on Facebook now, or YouTube later, or wherever you are getting your podcast from. Please make sure you like us or share us wherever that is, so that way we can help expand black voices, because that's the thing. We want as many black people telling our stories as possible. So this helps us and help out somebody else too. If you see a black podcast out there, share it.
Share it. Definitely share it, and make sure that you listen to us too on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeart app, wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure that you subscribe, and make sure that you hit that thumbs up and subscribe on YouTube. All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump everything off, because like I said, we got an action-packed show. Got a lot to talk about. Sid, you ready, brother?
I'm ready. Let's roll.
All right. Well, Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs 31-9. Tampa Bay was the first city to play and host. Buc fans flooded the streets after the big win, celebrating with Tom Brady for his 7th Super Bowl championship ring and the franchise's 2nd Super Bowl win. Now, of course, nobody was worried about COVID guidelines, because the city was on swole. As you can see, the parties were jumping off everywhere, going by. First of all, promoters in the
Wear your mask. Wear your mask.
Right, where your mask at? Promoters were coming from everywhere to get it popping down in Tampa and throwing all these parties. I saw promoters from Savannah throwing parties down in Tampa.
Yep. That's the thing now. Like even in Detroit, like I'm not gonna tell their secret, but I know a lot of people who have physically left Detroit. Now I don't know if their move is permanent, but they literally have been living in Atlanta for the last 6 months because they're party promoters. They can't promote no parties in Michigan because we've been really shut down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's wide open like legs in Atlanta and Florida. So they've been they done moved down there so they can start doing some stuff. But it's the craziest thing, and you see Tampa is crazy.
Man, look at them. Wear the mask at though. That's all I want.
Wear your
mask at. No mask, man. They definitely got it popping. Now, the official Super Bowl party, the after party went down at the Florida Aquarium, had Ludacris and Migos. They were performing live. There were tons of celebs in Tampa for all the Super Bowl parties. The City Girls were there, Moneybagg Yo, 2 Chainz, Rick Ross, Tyga, and fresh from being pardoned, your boy Kodak Black was in the building doing his thing at a lot of the parties too. And everybody was like, dang, like Kodak came back.
Getting it in. That's what I was laughing at was Tom Brady. Tom Brady was S-faced. And here he is now. He's literally throwing the trophy from one boat to another. So, Tom Brady was on one. Tom Brady, how old is he? 43, but, I ain't never seen Tom Brady just at the point to where, he has to have help walking. Look at him. Look at the legs.
But you know what? I will say this. He deserves to. He deserves a party. He deserves to. He deserves that, bruh.
I've never been a Tom Brady fan at all, but yeah, congratulations on his 5th Super Bowl, or is that the 7th?
That is his 7th Super Bowl championship ring.
Yeah, congratulations, but yeah, you support Trump, so.
Yeah, I'm not really a football man anyway. I could care less. I didn't even watch the Super Bowl, bruh.
It was boring.
Yeah, I did check in for the weekend Super Bowl performance, which was interesting. I thought it was dope. With the room and everything, but I mean, it was alright. It was alright.
I didn't like anything about nothing. I didn't like the weekend. I didn't like the cinematography, especially that last scene. I don't know what it is about the weekend, but his artistry, I just ain't a fan of it. I like him as a person because he spends his money and he supports causes and that sort of thing. So stuff like that is never lost on me. But as far as sitting down and really enjoying the weekend, you know what I'm saying? This must have been one of those cases where Jay-Z was playing checkers or chess, because I had no idea why he selected the weekend. Because, really and truly, they should have picked some of the people. Because, I'm not even sure if you watched the beginning of the game, but Jasmine Sullivan and her, both of those performances I could have stopped watching then because at that point, like those were the artists who I was interested in seeing.
I'm with you on that. I was definitely here for Jazmine Sullivan and her. Love both of their artistry. They're just amazing, talented artists. And I felt like it was a good look for Jazmine Sullivan because she hasn't really gotten her just due in the music industry. You know, I feel like people really haven't. Weight? Yeah, she lost a lot of weight, but I know that, you know, she's battled with that whole weight loss. The whole weight struggle has been tough for her. You know what I mean? And I know that people, you know, like the record industry really didn't embrace her because of her problem with weight. You know, they didn't really put her out there because she was a big girl, you know, and that's unfortunate. But now, you know, you got artists like Lizzo that's, you know, kind of breaking barriers. So, you know, Jazmine Sullivan, now, baby, you can go ahead and eat your Popeyes now, baby. You can go ahead and get swole again. Thanks to Lizzo.
Right.
You know what I mean? But anyway, so now what about Britt Reed? What's that all about, Sid?
You know, Andy Reid is the Kansas City Chiefs head coach. His son, Brett Reed, was one of the assistant coaches. Thursday, before the Super Bowl, he had an accident. He was drinking. Actually had hit a vehicle, injured two children in the crash. One of them is a 5-year-old, and she's on life support right now as we speak.
What?
So he had a substance abuse issues, drinking, because he had an issue in 2008 as well, where he was arrested for DUI. So now, 13 years later, there's another case of driving while under the influence. He even told the officer that he had a few beers or a few drinks or whatever before he had the incident. But that was a Thursday before Super Bowl. So he wasn't allowed to coach in the Super Bowl. They've released him from the organization. But that's just part of the case, is that, like, I believe in second chances, but like, man, like, you already had a DUI that caused injuries in 2008, and here he is again now. Me, like, that's another case of white privilege. Like that, if we have a theme to our shows, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the recurring themes. Is like, white folks get to do stuff that we don't never get to do. I want to go out and hurt somebody drunk driving, but just saying that there's always a different set of rules for every sort of situation where there's somebody white involved. And I think the young lady, the 5-year-old, she is obviously a minority as well. So,
oh gosh, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
And it's interesting that we haven't heard much about it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the story about Chad. What's his name?
Who beat his black girlfriend?
Yeah. Same thing with it. We don't hear a lot about those stories. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when white folks do wrong, they'll give you little tidbits of it, but like, they won't tell you the whole story. But like, stuff like this, you got to go searching for it, and that ain't right.
It ain't right, because if a black person were to do it, I'm telling you, it will be on TMZ, it'll be on the world news, and it'll be on local news and all the blogs. You know, right. So it's kind of like a double.
You know what I'm saying? And it's second offense.
Yeah, it's a double standard. Just kind of like how they're forgetting this country artist that used the N-word recently. How, you know, everybody, like, his record radio station stopped playing him, but his record sales have jumped up. So like, now he's still selling, like, you know, thousands of records. But here you go with Nick Cannon, when he had his situation with Wild 'N Out last year, and we're going to talk about that. You know, like, everybody was like, no, let's cancel Nick Cannon. Let's cancel Nick Cannon. But you're going to forgive this dude, this white guy, for using the N-word and being really offensive with it. You know, come on now. White privilege. We need to just go ahead and make just a part of the show just got to be called White Privilege.
White privilege.
We got to do that.
Round up.
Hey, let us know your thoughts on the Everybody Mad Live podcast. Leave your comments as we keep it moving and talk about this whole impeachment situation that's going down with Trump. Prosecutors claim that he had plotted, incited, and celebrated the U.S. Capitol insurrection. Their previously unreleased video evidence showed a mob of overpowering police officers pleading for backup, lawmakers running for their lives, staffers hiding behind locked doors, rioters calling for Mike Pence to be hanged. I mean, it was crazy, you know what I'm saying? And Democrats plan to use more videos to press their argument and retell this attack on the Capitol. Sid, what's your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, I think it's just utterly crazy how we're at this point. And then, like, to me, it was just funny. I'm not sure if you've watched any of it, but some of the stuff, I've been riveted by it, because, like, really, it's been able to kind of give a timeline, like not just of the day, but just give a timeline of all the things that have happened over the course of like since the election has ended. You know what I'm saying? Like since November, just constantly saying they've stolen this from us, they've taken us from us. You got to fight, you got to do this. So like they've been planting the seeds and actually showing the receipts of what's been going on the last really since after the election. And now it's saying like, you know what? If he hadn't have done this, none of this stuff would have happened. You know what I'm saying? Like if Trump had not have done this stuff, January 6th would not have mattered, because like January 6th is like, that's never been a special day. You know what I'm saying? So like, why did it suddenly become a special day? Because Trump made it to be something. You know what I'm saying? And like the fact that like the number 2 and the number 3 and the number 4 person were all in the same building together, and they could have all gotten killed. You know what I'm saying?
Pay attention to the first group of assailants as they break into
here. This is some of the videos that they were showing during the impeachment, and just some of the kind of actions that was going on, and what was happening real time with where people was, and that sort of thing. I really love this sister right here. She's from the
Who is she?
Stacey Plaskett. She's a representative from the U.S. Virgin Islands. But here's Mitt Romney right here, and that's the black officer. He telling Mitt to run the other way, because Mitt was literally about to run
right into them.
So he saved one person right there. There's Mitt Romney. He saved there.
We started to search.
He's also saved some
chamber.
other people like Mike Pence was running. So like, it's just crazy how all this stuff has happened, and to see it happening, and if they just go forward and not make a big deal of it, you know what I'm saying? Like that really shows you. Like I know we're
on the left-hand side of the video, just inside the hallway is the door to the Senate chamber.
Yeah.
All it is.
And watch how Officer
I just want him to be held accountable for his actions. Sandra agrees. Now his trumpets are trying to testify against him.
And towards the other.
Yeah, we talked about that last week where the shaman, the QAnon shaman, he wanted to do so. Jerry said you can't be an impartial jury if you're conspiring with the defense lawyers. That's the thing, yeah. Right after the case today, they said that Lindsey Graham and some of the other people went directly to go meet with Trump's lawyers right after tonight's proceedings ended. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they are not trying to call this fair and square. They're trying to do whatever they can do to make sure they guard their boy, because they stand by a man.
White privilege, man.
Like, it don't even matter. Don't even matter what they do.
Yeah, but he has to be held accountable for his actions, man. And if he doesn't, it's not going to, once again, we talked about this last week. It's not going to be a good look for our country. People are going to feel like they can do and get away with everything if he is not held accountable for his actions.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Let us know your thoughts. Everybody Mad Live podcast. All right. So by now, I am sure that you heard about Gorilla Glue Girl. She's really not a girl, though. I mean, she's a grown-ass woman. Her name is
grown-ass woman.
A grown-ass woman. Her name is Tessica Brown, 40 years old. She's a Louisiana teacher that put Gorilla Glue in her hair to lay her hair down. And when she laid that shit down, that shit was laid.
And laid. It was laid permanently. Like, laid.
Stiff what? Stiff what? No, stiff what?
No need to do none of that. Like, she ain't have to do none of that because she couldn't feel none of it. Like, it was hard like a Barbie doll. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it was messed up. But anyway, she went viral when she posted this video on TikTok. A lot has transpired since then. She's gone to the ER room. She finally got her ponytail chopped off. She has a few black surgeons volunteering to operate on her hair for free. She's got famous. She raised over $15,000 on a GoFundMe. First of all, why would you give $15,000 to her? I get it that you feel bad for her, but I mean, come on. Like, you said, what's that?
I mean, it ain't one person, but it's like a collection of money. But yeah.
I know. I realize, but it's just like, I just don't understand, man. Like, okay, so anyway.
You got a heart.
You said what?
I said some folks got a heart.
Yeah, but I just feel like, well, I'll give you my opinion after I run through everything. But if you fast forward to now, the present, yesterday, Michael Plastic Surgery of Beverly Hills, Dr. Michael Oberg. Did I pronounce his name right? Oberg?
I don't know. He's Nigerian, so I'm not real good with.
Yeah, but he oversaw a 4-hour procedure that was finally able to remove Gorilla Glue from Tessica's hair.
I'm over all of that. Because y'all really, like, they don't know me. I put it on social media to get help.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? I totally get it. And I believe her. It's just like, I just feel like it's Gorilla Glue. Like, you know you're not supposed to put it on your skin. Like, it says that on the back of Gorilla Glue. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you put it in your hair? And I know she has this whole argument of, well, you know, she thought that was the right thing to do. And, you know, it didn't say anything about don't put it in your hair. But come on, you are an educator, you are a teacher, you are a leader, and you are putting something that is an adhesive, a household adhesive, you're putting that on in your hair. Like, and I know everybody got an opinion on it. And I feel bad for how things went down and how things have played out. But guess what? Everything is all good now because this doctor actually had the 4-hour procedure and finally removed her hair, fixed her hair. The doc said that he used a great adhesive remover, aloe vera, olive oil, and acetone to break down the polyurethane. That's the main ingredient in the super glue. So, I mean, I get it. But then, you know, there's rumors going around that she might seek legal action against Gorilla Glue. I don't believe she has a case. I just think that she's going to end up looking crazy. Oh, that's her hair now? Is that how she looks now?
Yeah. This was after the operation. ET video. It was a 4-hour procedure. They thought it was going to be like 2 or 3 days for it to have to go through, but the doctor was able to get it done in 4 hours. She was able to run her fingers through her hair. She said she hadn't been able to done that since the beginning of the year, so she was excited about that. A little bit of anesthesia they had to put her under, but they essentially said that it was just a mixture, and they just went through with the mixture. So it looks like within a couple of maybe months or so, she should start getting some regrowth. But I guess now is the thing, like, how her scalp gonna regrow? How her hair is going to be like what is the repercussions? Because she said she's already been having excruciating headaches. Like, will that continue? You know what I'm saying? Like, all in the pursuit of just being beautiful or having perfect hair or whatever she was trying to do. Like, it just didn't make sense to me. And like, I've used spray adhesive before. I've used super glue before, and I know how super glue when it sticks to your finger. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, oh yeah, like I don't want that. So like, I would never get it around my hair because like, it seems to me like it would just do irreparable damage. And I saw the video. We didn't show it here, but like she sprayed it all over the head, and like it was literally crazy. I couldn't understand why she would even go that far. Didn't make sense, but
it is not funny. You got to forgive me. I'm just I'm just kind of laughing, like, because at first, you know, like, just the way her head looked, it was like, damn, it was just slicked down. You know what I'm saying?
Slicked down, like she was a new school Barbie doll or something. Like,
that thing
was locked in. Like,
it's messed up. But so now, what do you think about like her raising this money though? Because a lot of people are saying that she should give the money back. I don't think she should give the money back. I mean, people, if people donated the money, then why should she have to give it back?
Yeah, and like honestly, it's usually small amounts anyway. $5 here, $25 here. Like, people ain't really trying to get their money back like that. She did say what she'll use the money for is hairstyle. So she'll use it for wigs. Temporarily, obviously, she's gonna have some issues with her edges and her scalp. So she's gonna need some wigs and things. But she said she'll use that for that because the doctor ended up doing it for free. I think she was originally using the GoFundMe that would be able to pay for the procedure, but the doctor in Hollywood, he actually did it well. So maybe she comes out on the front end because Jerry said stupid pays. So maybe she'll be okay. But she got kids. And like, she got an adult son. I know. I think she got some school-age kids and that sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? Sandra said she's special. We don't talk about special needs people.
Well, you know, not to be outdone, there's another failed Gorilla Glue challenge. A Baton Rouge native by the name of Lynn Martin was convinced that Tessica was lying or exaggerating with the whole Gorilla Glue story. And actually, to prove his point, he did a Gorilla Glue challenge of his own. What he did was he stuck a red plastic cup to his face, only to realize he made a big mistake. He couldn't get it off. And I actually can't believe that he did this, knowing all the drama that she went through. Here's a clip.
I'm going to show y'all something. I got some Gorilla Glue right here. Super glue, real. Watch out. I'm going to take it, put it on this cup, put it in my mouth. They don't think they can get it all. It's easy. Gorilla Glue garbage. I'm telling you now.
I feel like we need to clean the air because you don't
Why so?
want crazy happening.
Put it on here.
You know what? I think.
Ignorant, man.
How are you?
They don't put it on my mouth.
He ended up in the ER after that.
This dude actually believed that he could lick it right off. Doctors did manage to remove the cup, but it didn't involve like a painful peeling. They also told him that if he does not actually heal correctly, that the tip of his lip will have to be taken off surgically. I mean, yo, that's what you get. Like, bro, like, why would you do that? Did you not read the back of the Gorilla Glue when you did that? Look how stupid he looks. And then it just makes us look bad. Then on top of that, bro, you too old for that. I just feel like this was a reach. I feel like he was clout chasing. And it's sad. It's ridiculous. I feel like social media is dumbing down our culture, Seb. What's your thoughts?
Like, it's just some stuff that don't even make sense. I can't even make it make sense because he actually had an interview with a TV station that tells a little bit of why he did it.
Boost a rap career or even just to go viral. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I would never want to stick no Gorilla Glue to my lip and have it stuck there and have to go through all the situations I went through.
But you did, though.
But you did.
Everybody's on social media. It gets a lot of attention, and that's what's going on. I mean, we do. There's a lot of different challenges. So I wouldn't say that I'm doing it to boost my career because people start a new challenge every day. You know, they start the mom challenge, the brother challenge. So what? If that's the case, why are those people doing it? You know, I mean, actually, it's just a part of social media. But I didn't think it was going to go this far. You know. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. But that's not.
Catch that last part. If it helps, it helps. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
I mean, you got Valentine's Day coming up. I can't even kiss my old lady. You know, that's not what I'm trying to do.
You clout chasing.
Your message, people
you clout chasing, though. That's all that was. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous, man. I just think that's sad. And this dude is like damn near 50 years old, acting like this. First of all, you over 50 doing challenges. Like, come on, like if you're over 35 doing a challenge, grow up, dude. I know.
Go to work.
Well, let's get more into this. What we're gonna do? Let's talk more about this. I want to talk about this because there was a documentary on HBO that I checked out last week called Fake Famous. It caught my attention because it explores the world of social media influencers by turning regular people into internet celebrities. Joining us for the conversation, this is my homegirl right here. I am so proud of her. She's an influencer and she's a dynamic personality, a nationally syndicated radio personality of the Jeff Fox Show. Let's welcome my girl, Nina.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Wait, hey. Kenya, you must have got the expensive glasses because yours don't have a glare like mine has a glare. You must have got that $20 shield on your glasses.
That shield for an extra $30. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They was like, you want it for an extra $30? I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Nina, what's been going on, baby? How you doing?
I've been good, chilling. I'm in Dallas right now. And because it's so cold, we had so many accidents today. There was one 75-car pile up on one of our highways. It was scary as heck. Today felt like Final Destination visits Dallas. It was really sad and kind of horrifying, but winter's almost over, so we're on the last leg. We can make it through.
Oh, I know, because I know you all aren't used to that kind of weather in Dallas.
Look, it could be January and we be in flip-flops and shorts. Like, This is not us. This is not us. I don't know where this came from. I have no clue.
Wow. So, Nina, I know you just saw us talking about this whole Gorilla Challenge. What's your thoughts on all this stuff that's going on with Gorilla Glue Girl, and then you got this dude right here who just did this challenge? What's your take? Because I'm sure you've had to talk about it on your shows.
Okay, first thing first, don't do Louisiana girls. Don't do us. I realize we'll go to the extreme to try to look good. You know, girls from Louisiana look good. So she was trying to get the edges laid and it happened. It just happened. Yeah. Now that second guy, he should be on Facebook. I don't know why he was on Instagram. You said he was 50?
He's about 50 years. Well, what is he, like 43 said?
Yeah, I thought he was somewhere in his 40s.
He's in his 40s, but he's too old. He's too old for that now.
He's too old for the clout chase. At that point in life, you should already know who you are and not still trying to be establishing it or asking people to tell you who they think you are. It was clout. It was clout, and it was sad. And I wondered to myself when I heard that story, does he have kids? And how disappointed are they in their dad? Because that's crazy. But we are in 2021. Unfortunately, things like that are no longer a surprise. We'll do whatever it takes to go viral. We'll do whatever it takes to make World Star or the Shade Room. And at this point, it doesn't matter how old you are, how mature you are, everybody's doing it. Well, let me take the mature out, because a mature person would not be doing half the things that I see. Yeah, I take that back.
That's a real good point. Yeah, it is sad. So
saying kind of the same thing, striving to be famous. Sandra said down there. We got Jerry said he probably broke 10,000 followers just because people want to see stupid. You know?
Yeah.
That's it? You did that for 10,000? That's it?
Right.
And then I can see if your 10,000 followers were each donating $1. No.
Right.
No. They're probably going to mute you as soon as the challenge is over. So,
yeah.
Pointless.
So what's your take on social media as a whole? Because, I mean, you're a personality and you're also an influencer at the same time. So what kind of impact do you think social media has on society as a whole? Is it negative or is it positive?
Did one of you guys just say you felt like it was dumbing us down a little bit?
Yeah.
I kind of agreed with that. But there are two spectrums to social media. You have the side where the clout chasers and people want to follow trends and they're trying to figure out who they are. But then you have that part of social media where I'm a business owner. I'm an established adult. All I'm trying to do is network and profit. So there are two angles to it, maybe more than that. It just depends on what side you stand on. I know that I would be considered an influencer, but if I'm going to be 100% honest, and I said that I would be tonight, I hate social media. I have this small agitation with people thinking that they know me. I did an interview maybe 2 days ago, and one of the followers that were watching the interview, I think they were trying to DM the other person, but they accidentally DM'd me, and they were like, "Oh, great interview with Nina. I've been knowing her for a long time. I've never met this person a day in my life."
Right.
Wow.
Never. So it's like an illusion. I don't like that factor of, oh, I know Nina because I follow Nina, because you have absolutely no clue who I am. And even what you see on my page, that's what I choose to post. That's what I want you to see. I could post the inspirational quote saying, "Hey, everybody be happy, choose happiness," while I'm in tears pressing post. So it's just a big world of illusions, if that's the perspective or the angle of social media that you choose to stand on, you know?
Yeah, I kind of agree too, as a profession. Like, I have to be on social media, not just from running accounts and things like that and staying in contact with people, not just running brands, but my own personal brand. And it just gets exhausting. And I'm the type of dude, I'm not even going to post what I think you want to see. I'm not going to post just the great things going on in my life. I'm just trying to, like, it's just overwhelming trying to think of all the things that you have to post, because you have to be able to get out content. So like now, like, it's not even about just like what's the post. It has to be a perfect post, and then it has to be content that's going to drive some traffic, and
then your caption has to be engaging. The caption has to be
all that. It's so overwhelming. I can get on social media.
It's so much. And then I know there's a point, like there's a fine line between the content that I want to post, because this is who I am, but I'm going to post the content that I know is going to get the most likes and the most engagement. Like, because at the end of the day, you're trying to get your followers up and more engagement. So it's almost like this is what pisses me off. People sexualize me, and I hate that. And I go to my page all the time, and I'm like, okay, let me make sure I'm not posting anything crazy to make them think this of me. But I could be posting a video of me serving the homeless, and I'll have somebody in my comments talking about, "Damn that ass." And I'm like, what more do you want from me? Like, what do I have to do? But I'm learning now that I can't change who my followers are or what they think of me. I need to go ahead and post what I'm going to post, because this is my brand. But, sometimes, if we're going to be honest again, what your followers say or what people on the internet say can get to you. And I would be lying if I said I don't let it get to me. I would be lying. Oh my gosh.
Have you ever had a bad experience with that where, somebody said something and you just kind of were like, it kind of pissed you off, like it hurt your feelings?
My followers are kind of nice to me, which is good. So I haven't had a super horrible experience.
Yeah.
The only thing that I don't like is because social media is full of opinions, people automatically think if your post doesn't align with how they operate in their life, I have to post I have to post my opinion, or I have to post why I don't think you're right. And I tell my people all the time, my page is my page. It's not your journal. Don't come telling me how I should live or what you disagree with. I posted this because this is what I wanted to post. But that's the one thing I hate. It's so opinionated. And these are opinions that you're not asking for. Like, my page is not the shade room. Like, this is not that. That gets on my nerves, but you can't help it. Like, what am I gonna do? Turn the comments off? No, because I want the engagement. But you can't control the engagement, or can you?
You really
I
can't.
don't know.
Right. Well, I'm gonna get back to the documentary because the documentary actually shows. I don't know if you all had a chance to check it out yet, Mina and Seb, but it shows.
I got the trailer here.
What is it called?
It's called Fake Famous. It's really good. Like, I know you love it, especially because of your opinion on social media. You're gonna be like, wow, this is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
All right, we're gonna check out some of the trailer.
I feel like I want to. I feel like I deserve to. You know what I'm saying?
3, 2, 1. More than any other occupation on earth, kids in America say they want to be famous influencers.
When they look at these influencers and they think, wow, this is an amazing life, but people don't realize
Most of the time it's not real.
Should we do some cucumbers?
I love it.
But is that number of how many followers you have actual fame? We want to do an experiment to see if we can take some random people and make them fake famous. Online, you can pretty much buy anything you want, including fake friends. There are hundreds of millions of them blending in online, and most people can't tell them apart from you and me.
My Instagram is crazy.
The more fake accounts you buy, the more fake likes and comments you need on your posts.
So exhausting. It's very competitive. I take anti-anxiety pills, but who doesn't?
Will their life change for the better?
We've got a lot of followers, so I'm getting some free stuff.
Or are there unintended consequences for the worse?
I want to be famous for being me.
You want to be famous for being you? People take Instagram too seriously, and I wish I could make my Instagram bio, please don't take it seriously.
There's so much that goes into portraying something that's not really there. It's a complete circus.
So it's kind of interesting with this right here because it breaks down everything, and it actually shows how some of these social influencers, they actually can make $250,000 if they got 1 million followers per post. Somebody like Kylie Jenner, she can make $1 million for one post. So I want to ask both of you, do you think that the idea of being an influencer, is it a good idea to be an influencer as a career choice for some of the young people out there? Like, would you say, yeah, you should be an influencer, or should they totally stay away from it?
How great is it that we get to tell everyone?
Okay, I guess I'm more so thinking about the word influencer. Influence. Who are you influencing? What are you presenting on your platform? What do you stand for? I feel like if you are living with a purpose and you're just trying to, get that out there, cool. Be an influencer. I love following Viola Davis. I know she's like an actress and legendary, but I consider her an influencer on social media because the things that she posts, they really move my spirit. They move my soul. It's so positive. Like, she makes me get up in the morning and say, I'm a Black woman. I have to be strong today. I can do this. Like, that's an influencer to me. But I mean, you also have the influencers that influence you to do the dumbest things like Gorilla Glue or the Silhouette Challenge. So what are you influencing people to do is my question. And if you have a positive answer or an answer that somewhat just aligns with you really giving back to society, cool, have at it, go at it. But there's always an opposite side of the spectrum. And unfortunately, I feel like we see more of that side than the positive side on social media. But I got a question for both of y'all. Now, to be honest, y'all ain't never used how many followers y'all got to like get a free pair of shoes or like a sweatshirt or like, you know, like.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why I can't really hate on it, because, you know, coming from the whole radio aspect and, you know, people want to give us free stuff all the time, and just based on your followers, if you know, I'll send you this sweatshirt if you rock it and post it on your page, you know, and then I'm walking around with the free sweatshirt that's dope. You know, like, I can't be mad at it.
I ain't never did that.
You never done that?
I ain't never did that.
You never said, oh, I got this many followers, so.
No.
How many followers do you have? That's probably, well, how many followers do you have?
25,000.
Oh, well, you good.
You got 25,000 or 2,500?
25,000 on Facebook.
Oh, wow.
Oh, see, and you know what? I don't know why.
Right, I rock with the old people. Like, I don't.
I'm only thinking Instagram.
Like they don't give me like nice things. Like they might bake me a nice little pound cake or make me a lasagna or something. You know.
I was thinking Instagram. That's my fault. That is my fault.
Right. Which one do you all prefer more? Are you an Instagram or Facebook person?
Facebook is my family, my old high school and middle school classmate. Facebook is my roots. Instagram is the brand.
Yes.
So it's completely different. And then Snapchat, you know. Snapchat,
don't ask me about my Twitter.
I don't even have a Twitter.
You don't have a Twitter?
Nope. No.
Black Twitter gives me life. Like if we're talking about all the pitfalls of social media, one of the great things about social media is Black Twitter. Like that's my comedy. Like you don't have to buy another comedy show ticket ever. Just get your Twitter account.
Yeah,
that's it.
I feel like it's too late for me to start a Twitter. Like people already talking, and I'm just gonna walk in the room. Like I feel like it's too late. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late.
Well, we all know that there's, you know, different kinds of influencers. You got the fashion influencers, makeup, lifestyle. So there's a whole bunch of influencers out there, just like Nina said. So everybody's out there doing what they want to do, getting it how they get it. And, you can't be mad at it. You got book influencers, people that read books on their Instagram. I didn't even know that. You know, and they have all these followers and they get free books and they're getting a lot, you know. And I think that the goal, though, that for what I watched from this documentary is that the goal is, if you are an influencer and if you have so many followers, the goal is to get like these all expense paid trips, vacations, you know, like shopping sprees. Like that's the goal. And I'm like, wow. So actually this movie gives you the code on how to do it if you want to go that route to be an influencer. It was kind of interesting, and you know, but I want to know from you all, is there an age limit on being Insta famous? I know we kind of touched upon that, but let's talk about that again, because like is there really an age limit?
No, you got child actors. No, you got people. I think influence is the key word. Like you can be a leader at any point. You can be someone to convince somebody of anything at any point. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't necessarily put an age on it. But I guess like the caveat is that like we know the dangers and the pitfalls of social media and that sort of thing. So without any sort of supervision, without the sort of kind of good foundation for influencing, like I would be afraid of my 8-year-old going on social media and then having to deal with all that. If he just needs to put a post on there, then that's one thing. But actually dealing with the interaction and all that stuff like that, I don't know how that is if someone is underage. Like I don't know how that makes sense.
Yeah, that kind of scares me too.
You don't want them to think that that's how the world works.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, no. Oh my God. Because of course you'll see pictures of somebody graduate and then they get an internship and now they work for a Fortune 500. But that's the highlight on Instagram. They didn't post I slept in my car for 2 years. And you'll become depressed thinking, oh, why are my accomplishments, or why didn't I achieve this as fast as everyone else did? That's not how the world works. And I would never want my child to be so indulged into social media that they think that's reality, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's freaking not.
But I mean, that's what's happening now with all these kids. You know, they feel the pressure to compete. They feel pressure to get a certain amount of likes, and it's sad. is sad now. Like, this is what they aspire to. They aspire to just getting likes. And, there are those negative aspects of social media to where, people are really trying to do the most for likes.
You said it.
Can become a problem, and it can make you socially awkward in real life. You won't be able to really deal with the reality of having a conversation with people. It's crazy.
Because it's not a real life. Social media is real life for a lot of people.
What's your thoughts, Nina?
I want to touch on you talking about being socially awkward, because I know you have a follower that y'all talk all the time, but they see you in person and don't say anything.
Yeah,
because they genuinely don't know how to socialize in person anymore.
Yeah.
That's being taken away from us too. Oh, and then rewind. Let's not forget about our young girls and these bodies that they're seeing on social media that they assume, oh, my body is supposed to look this way and it doesn't. So now I'm ugly, or I'm not pretty, or now I don't accept myself because I don't look like those social media girls. Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
Yeah.
So much. I feel bad for our young girls. I feel bad.
I really do. I just feel like it's just so much pressure. It's just so much pressure. Even like that movie that we talked about a few months ago said about the little girls on Netflix.
I forgot what it's called.
Did you see that movie, Nina?
What
was it called? It was on Netflix. I forgot the name of it, but the girls were dancing suggestive. It's just one name too, but it's.
And they took that movie off quick, didn't they, or something?
They took the poster down because the poster was sexually suggestive.
Cuties. I think it's called Cuties.
Cuties on Netflix. Yeah. But it kind of talks about that whole social media and how they feel the pressure at like a young age to be sexy, just to show their bodies and stuff. It's a lot.
Yeah. I know it gets to them because
I'm sorry.
I know it gets to them because as a grown ass woman, it gets to me. So I know it gets to them. I know it does. But I really don't know how to properly communicate with the younger generation and letting them know that that's not reality when that's all they see.
Yeah.
Oh, good example. I'm sorry if I veer off. I'm sorry. Y'all.
No.
I'm good. Do it.
So, the silhouette challenge just happened on social media. Yeah. And was it Chloe? The sisters Chloe and Halle?
Yeah.
Which one was it with the dreads? Is that Chloe?
Chloe. That's Chloe.
Yeah, Chloe.
When Chloe did the silhouette challenge, I kind of got sad. Now, I know she is a grown woman, so she can do whatever she pleases. But Chloe and Halle, in the world of city girls, were showing young ladies that, hey, you can be another way. Like, that's not the only route that you have to take. So now that Chloe and Halle have their own Instagrams, and Chloe is doing the silhouette challenge, and she's just showing her more sexy side, which she has the right to, it just makes me mad because, I want the girls to see something different. I want them to see something different. And if the people that you consider classy or reserved or the queens, if they are slowly shifting into that city girl lane too, then what else is there to offer? What else is there? Oh, there she goes. I was so sad.
That's it. I was just like, wow.
Yes. No, gosh, now she looked good. She looked good.
You look good.
Period. She looks good, but I was just like, oh well. Not necessarily there goes another one, but
it is pressure. It is pressure out there. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I just feel like if that's what she wants to do, let her do it. She said she was, she feels sexy and that's something that she wants to do.
I understand that.
But back in the day, women couldn't do that. Like my mama never did that.
Well, mama didn't have AOL, so it was
never did it on camera because they didn't have social media.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So they couldn't do it. But I don't think she would have done it. I know she would have done it. But I'm just saying, I don't know. It's just it's a lot. It's a lot to take it. I gotta say, Nina, too. I love
ask my mom if she ever did would she do the Busted Challenge?
Lord, we just talked about that 50-year-old man. Don't make your mama do the Busted Challenge.
Please.
Don't make her do the Busted Challenge. Even though, and that's the crazy part. I'm telling you, don't make your mama do the Busted Challenge. But if she did, I would love to see it. That's the crazy part.
Yes, he did and recorded.
It would make for great
video.
content.
What did you do?
It will make for great content for the show. Everybody will be talking about it.
Right.
And it will go viral. It will definitely go viral. Nina, I'm loving your new look. I love the hair. Love the short hair on you. And I know you got a organization, Bald Baddies, right?
Hey, yes. Bald
What's that all
Baddies.
about? Tell everybody about that.
Okay, so anything that I do, I like to just try to involve people in it. Now, when I cut my hair, first off, let me say I have been wearing wigs and weaves since I was 11 years old. From 11 to the age of 30, I never knew what I genuinely looked like, okay? Never knew. I was a chameleon. But I cut my hair a few months back, and to feel not alone and to make myself feel better, I was like, let me find other ladies that have cut their hair off too. So now I have this whole Bald Baddies movement. It's right here in Dallas first, but I'm going to eventually venture out. And with Bald Baddies, we get together once a month, whether it be dance class, fitness class. I'm going to have events once COVID is actually over. But we get together once a month and we all share our stories. Some women are like this by choice because it was just fashion. Some women do it to find themselves. Some women may be dealing with some type of sickness, so they had to shave it. But whatever the story is, we all come together once a month. Again, whenever COVID is over, I know one of my main priorities is that our community service focus on those ladies who have lost hair. I want them to feel like baddies as well. So that's the mission once Corona is over. But right now, I'm just slowly starting to build it and starting it with me. Like the more I post about it, the more people will realize that it's a brand that I'm trying to grow. The more people will hop on the train, the more of a movement that I have so that when Corona's finally over, we're full throttle with it. So yeah, Bald Baddies, baby. I do Bald Baddies events only. If you have hair, you are not allowed in the door.
Wow.
No.
So that's dope. So people could definitely holler at you in Dallas to check out some of your Bald Baddie events and tell everybody what you got coming up next, because I know you got a lot going on. How many stations are you on besides doing the Jeff Fox show? Because one thing I've admired about you from the day one when I first met you is your grind and your hustle. I mean, I
appreciate that.
Like I'm telling you, like your grind and your hustle, and you are just so down to earth and such a good spirit. Like your energy. I remember there will be days, when I was going through stuff at the radio station. That's a whole nother show. We'll talk about that. But let me tell you, your energy just kept me going. I was like, yo, she's just sweet. I just really appreciate you. You're dope.
I appreciate you. And you know what? I you know how we feel. You know how you tell your people, we ain't got to talk every day. But if you ever need me, and I told you this not too long ago, I'm never going to tell you no. I might say, oh, dang, I have something at that time. But you're never going to get a no from me because you genuinely have to keep, especially in this old grimy industry, you got to keep those good people on your team. Not necessarily on your team as an alliance, but keep them close because you know what it is. You know what it is. But as far as my stations, I do, and I'm going to, I be crying all the time. I'll be crying. So if I start crying, just ignore me. But a lot of people say, oh, I love your hustle and your grind. And I really want to correct those two words. It's favor and it's grace is what it is for me, because a lot of people, they have these stories of, oh, I sent out 1,000 air checks and oh, I waited in the lobby, or just, these really hustle stories. Like you went out and you got it the hard way. But me, I stay in my lane. I mind my business. I'm obedient, and God gives it to me when it's time for me to have it. I've never grinded before. I just try my best to stay obedient. Now, right now, I feel a little off balance, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna correct me about that. But that's how I get everything that I have. I've never done anything just so strenuous that it deserves a trophy of hustle. Nah, what's for you really comes to you. The Jeff Fox thing, I wish I can say that I auditioned or I sent air checks. God gave that to me. The stations that I'm on, I ain't sent air checks for them neither. It just happens like that. Like it comes to you. And I'm not saying that as a brag, but if you genuinely are meant for something and doing what God wants you to do, he will bring it to you. Now, you can't lay in the bed all day. I'm not saying that.
Right.
But my story is not that hustle and grind. It's just a grace and mercy, favor kind of story, So I always try to correct that hustle grind story because that ain't me. I don't know how to hustle. If you put me in another state and drop me off in the middle of the street and said, all right, now make it. I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Like, I don't know. That's just not me. That's not me. But everybody has a different type of story. And I'm grateful that mine is how it is. And I'm going to continue to let people know that I didn't grind. I got it from him. Yeah. I got it from him.
Well, your work ethic is unmatched.
Work ethic. Okay, work ethic. I like that. We can do that.
Yes, and your tenacity. Like I'm telling you, you are amazing for real. And I appreciate you taking time to holler at us and be on our show this evening. Tell everybody how they can get in contact with you. What's your social media handle and what stations can they check you out on?
So I'm using this pandemic to rebrand everything. My old web designer stopped answering the phone. So I'm in the process of redoing everything. So right now, unfortunately, like everybody say, hit me up on Instagram at Nina_1913. I'm on in Savannah, E93. I'm on in my hometown, Lafayette, Louisiana, Q95. Here in Dallas, we have K104. Which is hip hop. And then our sister station is KRNB. So I work for both of those. You know, sometimes you just cross on over when they need the help. You know how it is. Yeah, and then Killeen, Texas. So that is, I think I don't know. But and I'm super excited to be on the Jeff Fox show. Let me tell you, man, that came out of nowhere. Like my goal must have been too small. Because I just wanted my own midday spot. Now, I'm grateful to be voice striking Kenya for these stations. I'm grateful, but I really want my own show. Like, I want to be behind the mic, getting listeners, giving away stuff, doing events. Like, I don't have my own, and that gets to me sometimes. So my goal was to have my own midday show, but that syndication came out of nowhere. Like, that mug just came like a mixtape. I don't know. Like, I don't even know what to say. So I'm excited to say now that, boom, I'm a syndicated such and such. And even though I have that under my belt, I still want my midday spot. That's crazy.
I know how it is.
But yeah. Ooh, let me tell you, this is dope. This podcast and how you guys have it. What is this? What is this platform called?
StreamYard.
Oh, StreamYard is about to make some money. This is dope.
I give it to Sed. Sed is an amazing producer. Like Sed, I give all credit to him. So Sed has a radio background too. So Sed and I met in Myrtle Beach when we worked at DAI in Myrtle Beach.
Okay. Big bad.
Yeah.
Sed, boy, you doing it. Like,
trying.
I'm gonna have to learn how to work. Hello? I'm gonna have to learn how to work this because this is it. This is some futuristic stuff. You know, radio is not gonna be the same, child. Radio, podcasting, all of these streaming platforms, it's not going to be the same. This is it right here. And you can have an audience with this, and it's live at the time. Boy, Sed, you got you something with this one, boy.
Yeah. I wish I had the idea to make it.
What'd you say?
I said, I wish I was the one that made the software.
Man, it's still dope, though. It's still really dope. So shout out to you. Okay, Sed. Y'all, I'm gonna go ratchet because Kenya has his awards in the background and Sed got the nice home with the greenery, and I'm in the closet. But the sound is good in the closet. Y'all know how it is.
The sound is the best in the closet. Let me tell you. And then I don't have a walk-in right now, so I like in my office right here. I like go in this little closet and I record, and it's the best sound in the world.
Are you in open space or you in a closet area right now?
No, I'm in an open space right now.
Oh, okay. Man, I gotta come out this closet.
Closets are the best.
I can't have my background looking like this, bro. Y'all done throw it out.
Hey, that means you put in that work though. That's where the magic goes down in the closet.
When I open this closet door, just know it's going down when I open this closet door. Yeah,
everybody, this is our girl Nina. Nina, again, thank you so much for just taking time to be with us and talk about the whole social media pros and cons and explosion and all that good stuff. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Don't let it fool you. Thank you so much.
This is my girl right here. Everybody, this is Nina. Don't forget you can follow her, Nina_1913, representing the ladies of Delta. Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all have a good one and be blessed and don't be fake on social media. Bye.
I love her. She is the best, man.
Yeah, she's dope.
Wow.
She's dope.
That's good, man. So what's up, Sid? What do you got to say, man? I think we're going to wrap everything up. What did you think about the whole social media thing?
I was going to get into the other part too, because fake famous is one area of it. The other part of social media is the psychological part, the artificial intelligence part. Have you seen the movie, the documentary Social Dilemma?
Yeah.
Yep. So I think once you wind that in, because now you have like the clout chasing part, what a lot of the young people are in, like they're chasing likes, they're chasing followers, they're chasing all these things. On the content side, you have corporations who are curating your own reality. Like whatever you like, that's what you'll see. You know what I'm saying? So like, not only is it giving us issues with developing interpersonal skills, but also is helping radicalize people, because now it's very easy for you to kind of find something on whatever you are, like those organizations like the Boogaloo Boys and the Proud Boys and those, like they use social media so that they can radicalize people and begin to spread their message and grow. So like it's like social media has all these pitfalls, but it has some great things, but it has a whole lot of pitfalls too. So it's like
that's a real good point, because that's why we as African-American men and African-American people, we don't see what the Proud Boys see on their social media when they open up their social media pages, their Instagram. And, you know, when you go to that one page where it just shows you all these different things, like for me, when I open mine up, it shows a bunch of food. It's like,
that's what it's going to show.
It shows lots of food. It shows lots of entertainment stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like acting and radio stuff. So I get food. Food is the main thing, right? But just imagine now, like those Proud Boys and stuff, that's all they see. Now, I saw a lot of Black Lives Matter stuff on my feed too. But that's a real good point that you made, you know, and they're curating everything now.
It's like now, like we've taken that away, because like now you don't see the beauty of the diversity. You see whatever that you like to see. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a person that likes to see guns, you're probably going to see a lot of guns on your page. Or if you believe in some of the conspiracies that are going on, you're probably going to see things that relate to the conspiracy. So like it's one of those things that like we have to find a way to prevent social media from damaging minds, because to me that's what it's doing. It's changing not only how we interact with people, but it's changing how we think about things.
That's a good point. I think for me, what bothers me about social media, like the negative, would be people that are addicted to social media, people that don't know how to put down their phones.
Yeah, they're not present.
When it's time to be engaging, you know, like when it's time to just have a conversation, but people just want to scroll all day, even like at a get together. You know, there are people that just can't put the phone down, and it makes them socially awkward. You know, put the phone down, stop taking selfies all the time. You know, like it's people, like grown ass people that really have a problem with it, and they don't even see that they're socially awkward. They don't even see it, and then they wonder, why do they have anxiety? You know, like that's all that they do. I see it all the time, and it's a problem. You know, it's a problem. Like I just feel like, you know, at a certain age, you just got to know when to just say, okay, look, I get it when you're younger, because that's all they know is the internet. All they know is social media. But when you're, you know, over the age of 35, like it's like
I had an old school Southern mama and I had a Southern grandma. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of that was instilled in me from an early age, and like there's some things that I won't deviate from, but there are some things that a lot of people didn't experience. So like they don't know that it always be in my phone or in certain sort of social settings. They don't know what's right and what's wrong because they've never been taught anything at all.
Yep. Social media, the pros and cons. Very interesting, man. Oh, one more thing too. Social identity theft. That's a big problem. You know, identity theft. You know, that's another thing too. And all these people, like if one more person hit me up for that Bitcoin shit, I promise.
Oh my God. That's literally like everybody, all of my new friends. Like anytime I get a new friend request on Facebook, it's somebody dealing in Bitcoins or Forex. If I get it in on Instagram. It's somebody who makes flyers or makes cartoons. Do you want a cartoon of your picture?
Of your face.
I don't want no cartoon. I already got a cartoon in my face.
Your face is a cartoon. Like, it's like, come on now.
Right.
You didn't catch that right now. It was good.
I know.
Oh man, so what's up? I know we're running over time. Said we gonna wrap up the show or what, dog? You want me to do these? How many stories? Because some of these stories I could skip. We could do next week or.
Well, it's T.I. and Tiny. There's not really an update on that. We can do that next week. Lauren London, we can gloss over her. They said that she was pregnant, possibly,
but she's not. She said that she's not pregnant. Nick Cannon, he's returning as the host of Wild 'N Out after being fired from the show last year, but he's coming back, so that's a good thing. Yep. Let's see. Diddy he's filed a $25 million lawsuit against Sean John Clothing. He sold the brand back in 2006 to Global.
I definitely knew that.
You said what?
That news.
You said what, bro?
I said I missed that news when he sold Sean John. I don't know what else.
Because I didn't know about it either, but stuff goes under the table. But of course, we wouldn't know because it's still Sean John. You know, like it's still Sean John. People still correlate that to Diddy. So I don't think that they will really put that out there. But that's why he.
Part of the lawsuit too is that like he. Since he's no longer associated with the company, they still used his likeness, and he's saying that he never gave them permission to continue to use that. So that seems like what that's going on.
Right. And then we talk. Okay, so here's another thing that's really big is Swiss Beat says he wants to do the Ultimate Versus battle. This will be huge between the late great Tupac and Biggie Smalls.
Now, how would they do that?
You said what?
How would they do it though? That was like 4 or 5 years ago. They did that hologram with Tupac and Snoop and
and
Biggie at Coachella.
Yeah.
So would they do a hologram versus, or would they kind of get Tupac's people or his DJ and Biggie's DJ and people or something like that and do it like that?
I think they would probably get like Mr. C, that's Biggie's DJ, and maybe Tupac's DJ, and just run those hits. But that would be dope. I mean, it would definitely bring back memories because I'm a fan of both of them. I think that Biggie will win because Biggie had more radio-friendly hits, I think, but Tupac, they're both excellent. They're both legends. So that would be really dope to see go down. That would be really dope to see go down.
But I think like you really would need somebody because like, why would I want to watch Lil Cease play Biggie songs?
Play Biggie, yeah. I was thinking about that too. They probably
really what I need is like, am I gonna have some Faith Evans or some Lil Kim or something like give me somebody who's real
close to
you, and they got the star power to go along with it because I don't know that Lil Cease would make me interested in watching that, but maybe Lil Kim and
Jada Pinkett for Tupac.
That too.
Yeah, that would be dope.
But would Will Smith allow that?
He allowed the whole entanglement. Yeah, he'd allow that.
Yeah, he fine with entanglements.
Yeah, he's like whatever. Now he might feel some kind of way once it goes public, but remember how he was looking like
sad. Like I felt embarrassed and sad for him, but then again I realized that he's a multi-millionaire. So
right. And again, like we talked about last week, the rich, rich folks, their sex lives are just crazy. They do some wild stuff.
They on some different stuff.
Yeah, they do. Rich folks, they be getting it in. They do some wild stuff. So it is what it is. Okay.
I was hearing your well, she's not your person, but that lady Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Who that?
That's that crazy Congress lady down there in Georgia. Yeah.
Now what's her story? Because I remember we talked about that kind of earlier. What's
She's different.
White lady?
Yeah, that white lady. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was having an affair with a guy into polyamorous tantric sex.
What? Polyamorous. So what was she? She was doing women only?
Because there was way too many words for me that I didn't understand. But polyamorous means that it was a whole lot of people. So it was at least people. Tantric sex is some sort of kind of ritualistic sex where they get so into your mental that the intimacy goes along with the sexual whatever it is. So like it makes your experience and your orgasm more potent because you now have this mental intimacy thing going on with it. So like there's something. So anyway, she was having an affair with that guy. Stop having an affair with that guy. Start having another affair with the assistant manager of the gym. So that story is coming out. So she's cheated on her husband of 20 plus years with 2 men out of the gym that she runs. But she is sent by God to defend Trump and do all the other stuff. But yeah, a lot of crazy in politics.
That's a lot of sweaty nuts.
It really is.
Yeah, a lot of sweaty
nuts. And
nuts.
have you seen her? Like, I can't even imagine her even in sexual situations. Like she, I don't
those
know.
be the ones that be the biggest freaks, though. Sandra, you know, I'm just saying, Sandra.
I mean,
oh man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the show. But before we wrap up, one more story, man. Popeyes. Shouts out to Popeyes. Last year they did it with that chicken sandwich. This year they are back with the Cajun flounder fish sandwich, and I had it yesterday. I was gonna sample it live on the air tonight, but because I wanted to eat, because I ate that sandwich last night. And I'm trying to eat healthy, you know what I'm saying? But yo, I'm gonna tell you, that fish sandwich is good. Woo! It is good.
I mean, I'm gonna have to check it for myself because we know how you like fish sandwiches. So
I love a good fish sandwich, but it's good. I mean, but it's good because we talked about this before. But when I bit into it, I was like, McDonald's fish fillet. What? Who?
Oh, it's better than McDonald's?
I'm sorry, McDonald's. I'm sorry. I would never betray you. I'm sorry.
Now, here you say that.
It's when I bit into this sandwich, it kind of snatched my soul.
It snatched your soul?
Yeah, and it was just like Kenya. And it was so good.
It was
and I put a little extra tartar sauce on it too, that extra tartar sauce they got at Popeyes.
So they gave you an extra pack of tartar sauce?
Yeah, and and then when I asked for the extra pack, the woman, she looked like she wanted to be in my ass.
Oh, because she didn't want to give you no extra?
You know, they be getting mad with that. When you ask for anything extra, because I went to the hood Popeyes. So the sandwich came out early here in Atlanta. It was supposed to come out today, but they dropped it yesterday here in Atlanta. And when I saw it, I drove past. I was like, oh, let me go get that fish sandwich. And it was good. It was really good. It's like on that brioche bun. The brioche bun is buttered. They got the pickles. You know, I got mine with no pickles. I don't like pickles. But I got extra, I got a little extra pack of tartar sauce, which they were reluctant to give me. But it was really good. So I think you should try it.
Yeah, I probably will try it. I actually like the chicken sandwich. Now, the funny thing, I don't go to Popeyes often.
Really?
I do go to Popeyes. I probably get the chicken sandwich.
And now everybody's going to follow with the fish sandwich. I trust and believe everybody's going to try to do it. Bojangles already got one out down here. One of my buddies said that it tastes like Burger King's fish sandwich. I don't think so. It tastes much better than Burger King fish sandwich.
Burger King. See, I don't like Burger King's fish sandwich.
Me neither. It used to be good back in the day, but they changed it. They made it like thinner, and it's not. Burger King don't have a good fish sandwich, but this fish sandwich is really good. Make sure, though, when you get it, make sure that it's fresh and get your tartar sauce. And then I was being like I was having my fat boy issues when I did get this, and I ordered a side of the shrimp too, the Cajun shrimp. Mm-hmm. And it was good and crunchy. Oh, yeah, they got shrimp too. Popeye shrimp, real good.
Yeah.
It was real good. So I ate that. So and I'm telling you, it's like, man, that thing sat on my stomach all night, all day today. And I'm just glad it's out.
So normally this would be the end of the show, but I have a frozen screen, so I'm looking at everything, and everything's working. But like how everything kind of gets ghosted out, where you can't really see it. So that's kind of where I am. So I can't do anything to the show. It's actually saying that I might have to close the program. So you might have to talk for like 30 seconds. And then I can get back because it won't even let me stop the show.
Oh, wow. Okay. So let's see. Well, okay. So if I'm going to talk for 30 seconds, I'm going to wrap up the show. We appreciate you checking out the Everybody Mad Live podcast. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're on Facebook, yo, we really appreciate all the comments. Sally, shouts out to you, baby. We love you. Thank you for checking us out. Don't forget, if you're watching us on YouTube, hit that thumbs up and subscribe button. And you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeart app, and wherever you get all your podcasts. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Everybody Mad on Facebook and on IG, the gram, man. We really appreciate you all so much for your love and your support. Said, now you're frozen. Yeah, Said is frozen, so it's just me right here, and I'm just all by myself, and that's it. Nina, shouts out to Nina. Nina, thank you so much for doing the show. If you're still watching, we really appreciate you. You are the best. Love you to death. Man, I was about to say, damn, you got a twin. That's it, man. Again,
it's been real.
I said, this is still your birthday month, so we are celebrating you, man, and the greatness that you are. I really appreciate you. You are just an amazing brother, man. I'm proud to call you my friend.
I appreciate that, friend. And
Hey, friend.
I appreciate you co-hosting the show with me. Last few comments that we have before we go. Mama watched the show. Hold on. What'd she say? But she told you hey too.
Oh, that's hey to you too. Oh, that's your mom?
Yeah, that's my mama. Hey,
Miss Sally. I'm sorry I called you Sally. Hey, Miss Sally.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Miss Sally.
Yep, you know I'm kind of spoiled, so I don't like her showing anybody love but her baby boy.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Sandra.
Yep, my family checking in, but I appreciate all y'all checking in on the Everybody Mad Live podcast. So yeah, we'll see you next week on episode number 40. It's been real. We appreciate you joining us on the show.